Okay, welcome back, guys. A little bit of something different, considering that we usually do whole watches here or companies, but this is a little watch roll that I have come across from an Australian company, so close to me, actually in Sydney, called Panzera. Now, I haven't talked about this before, but I actually do collect watches in triplets, so I get 3 of a watch from a brand. I picked the 3 that I like the most, pretty much, and I go for that. So this holds 3 watches. I believe this is their only size at the moment. And this here, I just wanted to shout out because I've tried a lot of different watch holders, travel cases, all that sort of stuff. This fits really nicely in the business bag that I have. And it holds 3 watches, so it holds a full triplet. If you're me, that's something that's really, really handy. So I'm going to go ahead and just review this as I've had it now for about a month. Firstly, the material here is genuine leather. It feels very, very sturdy. It's a firm leather. It isn't supple on the surface there because it's reinforced underneath this stitching, I feel. The stitching is very, very good. There's nothing that's come apart. I've beaten this around a bit and it's held up really nicely. It has 2 little latches here, so you can have a slightly bigger watch, say something like a Frank Muller or a Corum Bubble in there, or you can have your traditional size watches and it will fit both. I will say here that when you open it up, the actual opening of this it's because it's reinforced here and quite sturdy and also quite new. This is pretty rugged. Like it's not something that just folds back easily. You can see there it springs back. Now this actually gives me a sense of security, but some people may not like that. Some people will be looking for the softer thing you can just pull back there. That's not this one when you first get it. Now I've gone ahead and put, as I say, a triplet in here. These are actually the 3 Meistersinger that I own. But you can see here that the inner portion, this insert, it's a fairly soft little sort of felt suede covered foam insert. Solid backing portions here. These dividers actually move around, so you can, if you have 2 really, really big watches, I suppose, divide it into that. And you can as well, obviously, accommodate pretty much any standard size of wristwatch. The actual, the softness of this is something that is a hard contrast to the firmness and bolstering of that leather. And I would have probably liked a bit of a firmer watch roll and a bit of a softer case, but it's not, that's a nitpicky complaint for me. It's a really nice material as well. Now, having a look at the inside of the case, you can see it's lined here. I will say that I have that little cleaning cloth over those watches for a reason, because this is quite, if you can, quite firm. It's not that it will scratch, and I'm just paranoid, so I just put the cleaning cloth over that. I don't think it will abrade the watch surface at all. It's got a covering for that purpose. But just because it's so firm and so sturdy, I was just a little bit cautious there. But the best part about this whole deal is that this whole thing comes in at under $100 Australian, which is, in my view, for what you're getting here, an absolute bargain. This is something that, you know, I was expecting to pay probably around the $200 for, so around 200% of what it's actually marked at, and it's really, really quite inexpensive for what it is. Panzera watch roll, everybody, go check them out. I will leave a link to them in the description. They're an Aussie company, and if you're looking for watch storage, travel storage, doesn't get much better value for money than this. Almost forgot people have been asking for my wristwatch check, because that's what people do in the watch community apparently. Today I've just got a 2-tone Rolex black dial sub, previous generation sub. I just like how it looks a little dressier, especially when I take it off the bracelet and put it on the Everest alligator strap, which sort of matches the Panzera case, so happy accident. But there we go, I remembered this time. Thank you.